Neeraj sir, we are live. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Harish. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Neeraj Arora. I look after the GEM Green Building Certification Program of ASSOCHAM. I would like to welcome you all for this wonderful mega event of ASSOCHAM GEM Green Building Council. So friends, as you are aware that we are organizing 3 days virtual conference and 2 days physical conference at India Habitat Center, New Delhi, starting with today. Today is the inaugural session. So 30th, 1st and 2nd will be the virtual, and 3rd and 4th will be the physical conference on GEM at India Habitat Center. So for the discussion in the inaugural, we have galaxy of speakers, starting with Mr. Deepak Sood, Secretary General ASSOCHAM, Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani ji, immediate past President ASSOCHAM, Vice Chairman NAREDCO, and co-founder and MD Hiranandani Group of Companies. We have with us Mr. Vineet Agrawal, President ASSOCHAM, Managing Director, Transport Corporation of India Limited. Mr. Pankaj Dharkar, Chairman ASSOCHAM GEM Green Building Council and President Pankaj Dharkar and Associates. Mr. Ranjan, President NAREDCO and Director Unnati State. Architect Habib Khan, President Council of Architecture. Mr. Hemant Kumar Ratnam, Vice President Prince Pipe and Fittings. Ms. Neetu Yadav, Head of Specifier Management, Panasonic Life Solutions India Private Limited. And friends, just to share with you, we have received wonderful support from Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Council of Architecture and NAREDCO for this mega event. We have knowledge partner with us, NBT India, Government of India. And we have a principal partner, Prince Pipes, Panasonic, FlowGuard, Blaze Master and all. So thank you so much. I'll not take much time and would request Mr. Deepak Sood ji for the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Very good morning to all. It's my pleasure to welcome all the senior speakers, delegates, President, the Chairman of GEM, President of ASSOCHAM. We are very shortly going to be joined by Niranjan ji as well. There's a galaxy of speakers who are going to speak during the 4-day event that is happening. So a very, very warm welcome to all the delegates, the speakers, and everyone. I will just give a small context of ASSOCHAM's journey in the sustainable space. 3 saal pehle, this was something that was conceived, and obviously with great leadership, commitment of members and the staff, this has come a long way. In 3 saalon mein, दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी चीज हुई थी, which was lockdowns. Or I will just share with you how this team, the leadership of ASSOCHAM, welcome Niranjan ji, good morning, thanks for joining. Has created something which is Bharat standard, जो भारत के लिए है, जो Indian standard है और इंडिया में चलेगा. आज वो commitment की बारे में बात किया है. This completely aligns with the goals and matters which are discussed or are signed at COP26 or at any level, the NDCs that have been signed by the country and so on and so forth. So it aligns with all this, and most importantly, it claims to spread the awareness about sustainability at all levels. Dhakkar ji ke saath bhi baat ho rahi thi, so AQI pe baat ho rahi thi. So how the people are going to ask more from infrastructure so that the whole place becomes more efficient and livable. I think during this period of, say, about 2.5-3 years, including the COVID period, the number of activities that this team has done is phenomenally high. So just for the information of everyone, we've done about 125 webinars in this space. We have signed about 85 MOUs with multiple universities across India. 10 or 14 or 15 out of them are with professional organizations. We, during this period, have opened 10 chapters. And when I say the 10 chapters, I will name them. It's Punjab, Rajasthan, UP, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Kerala, Karnataka, West Bengal, Odisha. And obviously, the number of states are more. So, Dhakkar ji, I'm sure the number of chapters are only going to increase, and the activities in all those under your leadership are only going to grow and bigger and bigger. Not only do we create these chapters, but what has also been done, जब lockdowns हुए थे, running of operations had become a challenge. So creating knowledge, creating guidelines were done by this team which help people in the healthcare space, the warehousing space, the hotel space, the interior space, to be able to come and tell people what is the best methodology that the industry, the people can use to ensure. So this was a great service that they did to the entire country as we go along. I also would like to touch upon this event. I think it's a 4-day event. हमने बड़ी blended model में इसको conceive किया है. So the first 2 days are online and the next 2 days are physical. So my request to everyone will be, when we reach the physical mode, please take care. Please ensure that we do not trash any of our guidelines, or so we have a plethora of speakers who will be physically present. There will be awards as well. So congratulations in advance to all those people who will receive those. A large number of speakers will share their knowledges. So thank you to all of you. And as I conclude, I would say नीरज के पीछे काफी logos लगे हैं. So nothing can happen without your association with partners. तो ये कहें कि हम इन partners के साथ हैं, कि हम इन partners के बीच में हैं. The collectives working with all these people are leading to this goal of this $5 trillion economy, which needs to be sustainable, which needs to be equitable, and which needs to be with fire, that we have to reach it much earlier and much better. Thank you very much. Neeraj, back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Now I would request Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani ji for his special address, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
A very good morning to each and every one of you. My special respects to Mr. Vineet Agarwal, President. Such a pleasure always to be with you. Mr. Deepak Sood, the Director General, doing a wonderful job. Mr. Pankaj Darkar ji, wonderful work that you have done in this field. Lots of compliments, and the leadership that you have shown in the sustainability side needs to be saluted. I also join all of us in terms of respecting what you have done, Neeraj Arora, for coordinating all the activities that is going on today. We all talk about sustainability, we talk about climate change, but we only go about destructibility. Look at what the situation is in Delhi. What is the kind of environment that we live in the National Capital Region? And we are actually creating a situation which can actually be solved today, but would not have happened but for the fact that ISOCHAM would have been in the picture looking after this entire thing. I promise you, the environment would have been completely clean in this. Hence, your responsibility in taking ISOCHAM in leadership in this field of green and eco-friendly movement is extremely important. Climate change, yes, very important. And the world is looking at it. The Prime Minister is looking at it. We are looking at it. All of us are looking at it. But the steps that you have taken, we have taken in terms of this Council for Green and Eco-Friendly Movement, I think is extremely important for us to spread the thought and vision that this is the direction in which we need to move. Otherwise, 10 years from today, all that is going to happen is worse, worse, and worse. Not only for me and you, but also for our children, grandchildren, and the future generations of this country. So what is GEM actually trying to look at? It's trying to look at setting the pace and standards which will make a paradigm happen. And this is cost-effective method to really get the work done. And in order to provide something which will set up national, international standards of best practices, which will make our buildings sustainable, our cities sustainable, environmental friendly, energy effective, human sensitive, centric, taking care of the individual needs of the people, and at the same time, looking after our health, hygiene, and other aspects of it. Once we do all these aspects of it and flag it off, we will be doing a human service, not only to our country, but the entire world. It's a big step forward, and I congratulate each and every one who are participating into this activity for the type of work that is there. To the companies which have joined in this movement, my hats off to each and every one of them, because they are the persons without which, and Deepak Sood has correctly said, Without their participation, we would not have been able to do this activity. Hence, everybody who participates in the type of activity which takes up the GEM movement forward, I think needs to be congratulated much, much more in terms of it. Mr. Vineet Agarwal, my congratulations to you, sir. All the leadership that you have shown in this year in various activities have been significant in spite of the lockdown situation. You and the leadership of your team, entire team, which has happened, and the different committees that have been created, have done a humongous work. I thought I had done good, but you have done better and the best. So my heartiest congratulations, sir, on the excellent activities which are going on in terms of whatever is happening. When we lay down these policies under GEM, we have to be very cautious because we have different segments of societies that we need. We need the upper segment, which must benchmark with the best in the world. Remember, we cannot be second best at this point of time in activity. And at the same time, when you come into an affordable housing segment, we must see to it that the incremental value that we can bring about in terms of the codes for the purposes of affordable housing should not be so that they do not be able to achieve it. Incremental values in both these segments should be taken care of. The third, of course, is the commercial segment, where the best in class would be the minimum that we should commit to the world. We have to match the best of class in order to see that, as correctly put by Mr. Sood, that we need to achieve the $5 trillion economy. But if you don't benchmark the better than the best, how are you going to achieve it? All these things are very significant. Hats off to ASSOCHAM in taking leadership in these activities. I also want ASSOCHAM to look at the environmental issues in terms of the climate and environment situation that we have in Delhi and the region which is there. We had prepared a note paper last time for the purposes of submission to the government. I think we need to do it once again because the kind of work that you are doing is excellent and people will salute you always for the excellent work which ASSOCHAM has shown leadership in. Thank you very much. Happy always to be with you in terms of the significant activity that you have done to carry the flag of ASSOCHAM forward and the reputation that India should succeed, we should succeed, our family should succeed, the children should succeed, and we should be proud to be Indians in the country and that we are second to none. We have done it in the IT sector. We have done it in the vaccine sector. Why not in this sector also? Thank you so much for inviting me. Looking forward to be with you again and again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for this very encouraging and very energetic message, sir. And you are, just to share with you, sir, ASSOCHAM GEM Green Building Certification Program is already empaneled with the Government of Rajasthan for green building incentives. And soon we will share the very good news with you from Punjab, Himachal, Maharashtra, Kerala and Gujarat itself, sir. Dharkarji and our entire GEM team is on it. And thank you so much, sir. Now I would request Mr. Pankaj Dharkar, Chairman ASSOCHAM GEM Green Building Council and President Pankaj Dharkar and Associates for his message on GEM Green Building Certification Program and the entire journey. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Can I get my screen share, sir?
Yes, sir. You have this.
So good morning to all of you, and my special welcome to Niranjan sir. I think you have been always inspiring us. You have been our visionary leader. I'm equally blessed with Vineet ji's blessing this year, and what a great support I got from Sood Saab and providing me a couple of gems from ASSOCHAM GEM team for Mr. Niraj, Shubh, Amit. Fantastic support we have been getting to ensure that vision of ASSOCHAM is taken forward. I'm really indeed delighted to have Mr. Rajan from NAREDCO, our own leader of Indian Institute of Architects, Architect Habib Khanji, and of course our great supporters from Prince Mr. Hemant and Miss Neetu from Panasonic this morning. Thank you so much for all of you, and I think we will be fortunate to have Honorable Minister for some time. I just got news from Mansukh Bhai also that he's going to, if not able to bless us, going to send us message for our physical inauguration that is coming up on 3rd. So we have been getting extraordinary support from various ministries because of the great work being done by Mr. Sood, yourself and your team. So thank you for that inspiring support to all of us. Friend, this event has a special meaning for us. We were in double minds whether we could have physical event. When we conceived it, we were going through a rough time. We had just started recovering, but there was such a great inspiration from all the chapter leaders, and we thought we have never met. Niranjan, we had never met each other physically together. And we thought we must get an occasion, and since the time was started getting better, at a low-key affair, we are doing this in India Habitat Center. But I can assure you, sir, that our next event will be at least 10 times bigger than this. And I'm very confident 50 stalls which you are going to witness will be 500 next year when we do it in a grand event. Maybe Pragati Maidan is ready for receiving us in a new form. So we are going to go there where we can create a mass awareness on green building and sustainability to the globe, not only to the country. So friends, to who are attending our event for the first time, that ASSOCHAM GEM is being supported by ASSOCHAM, which has 400 plus chambers. It's working, serving the nation from 1920 with more than 4.5 lakhs members. Many people ask me why this GEM when we have such wonderful work being done by Graha, by USGBC, by IGBC, and I keep telling them that 20 years since we started green building movement in the country, we have just are still between 6,700 buildings to 7,000 buildings, and which is a very low number. We all know that 70, and my team members from Larodco will endorse, and what we want to do is we are building 70% of the country in the next 10 years. So these numbers are very scary. And we thought that with 4.5 lakhs members of ASSOCHAM, we can create that change and create this sustainability awareness. So friends, this initiative has been taken by ASSOCHAM to create a GEM Sustainability Certification program. And our program takes care of sustainability, daylight, energy and water, indoor air quality, fresh air, more green areas, human comfort. And sir, this is the only program in the globe, I repeat, this is the only program in the globe which also gives importance to fire and life safety. We do believe that the buildings have to be energy efficient, they should consume less water, but also should be safe from fire and life safety point. We have a program BECBC 2017 and NBC 2016, and we do believe that these are the wonderful documents which Indian architects and engineers have provided to the globe. Incidentally, our program also aligns with the United Nations SDG 2030, and this is the first comprehensive rating system in the world to recognize sustainability rather than incorporating few components of it. I'm really happy that 5 team members, including Mr. Sood, Neeraj were at COP26 recently, and I'm sure their learnings will be infiltrated to our program. So I do believe the COP26, which gives a lot of directions, which talks about actively managing potential impacts on environment and locality, provide an accessible and inclusive setting for all, encourage healthy living, ensure a safe and secure atmosphere, encourage more sustainable behavior, promote the use of responsible resources, responsible use of resources through the supply chain, leave a positive legacy. All that is completely realigned. We have distinct advantage of GEM program. It's a very affordable. We do believe all the buildings which get certified should give a payback of 3 to 4 years. Of course, if the design starts from the day one, it is not at all an additional cost. It is completely based on our codes and standards of the country. And this is completely getting backup of our apex body. Friends, it also ensures water audits, waste audit, energy audits, net zero carbon neutrality, sustainability reporting, training and sustainability, which is leading to control on waste, water, energy, paving ways towards carbon neutrality, sustainability reporting, and also going to create the new young blood in terms of creating their awareness. We have direct benefits, which will talk about proper waste management, carbon footprint assessment, also going to optimize energy and water. As Sood Saab said, sir, we have now 10 chapters, but we are moving very fast. You can see here the green areas where we present, and under the leadership of Tusharji, he is helping me to reach to other states and also adjoining countries. We are also now recognized by CRESIL. You can see other certification agencies. With that, you will find the space for GEM also. As sir, we were mentioning earlier that now Rajasthan government has started giving a 5% concession on GEM 3 buildings, 4%, 10% on GEM 4, and 15% concession on FAR with GEM 5 certification. And with this notification, a lot of projects are coming from Rajasthan, including luxury 7-star hotel of Hilton Waldorf, which is the first property of Waldorf, is getting GEM, it is pre-certified by GEM 5. Our certification start from GEM 1 to GEM 5, the GEM 1 being the lowest and GEM 5 being the highest at a yard scale of 135. And you can see here host of projects, which includes very nice airports, luxury brand hotels of ITC, Hilton, brand like Siemens, and several universities are certified by us. And friends, recently Prime Minister was at Bhopal, and I'm very proud to inform you that this is GEM 5 certified redevelopment railway station. And you can see distinctly here our very large signboards of GEM certification being displayed, which were very appreciated by the Prime Minister himself. This happened only 10 days back at Bhopal. Before that, 2 months back, we also certified Leela Hotel, which has come up above the railway station of Gandhinagar, and this is a luxury hotel. And many of you will visit Vibrant Gujarat coming in January, and you will be visiting this facility, and we are here to welcome you at GEM 5 certified best property above the railway station, built for the first time in the country. We are also privileged with extraordinary support which media is giving us through these various channels. We are there in UP with redevelopment projects. A very important project for the nation, Land Port Terminal Complex of Kartarpur, has been done by us. Several airports are certified by us. And as Sood sir was trying to tell you, during this pandemic, my team has done fantastic work, unbelievable work. 125 webinars, 1,25,000 registration, 1,000 plus attendees, 14 MOUs with various organizations, and we are now 86. This slide needs a correction. 86 was done only 2 days back, and we have 86 in our mission 100. Vijay Garg Saab is helping me a lot on this, and extraordinary support coming from all the chapter leaders toward this. So once again, thank you very much to all ASSOCHAM leaders for supporting us and inspiring us. And let us come together. These are the graphs of various universities, and in fact, during this session, we have 90 plus eminent speakers who are going to speak digitally and physically. So let us come together and create green and environmentally sustainable country and complement Prime Minister's vision on climate change. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Darkar Saab. Thank you so much. And you have covered the entire journey of ASSOCHAM of 3 years in just a span of 10 minutes. So thank you so much for this great work, sir. Thank you so much. Now, I would request Shri Vineet Agarwal ji, President ASSOCHAM and Managing Director TCIL. Over to you, sir, for your special message, sir.
Thank you so much, Neeraj. It is my pleasure to be here today at the fourth GEM Sustainability Conclave and Expo. Thank you to Mr. Niranjan Hirandani, our past president of ASSOCHAM. He is always a very notable figure in the construction industry, and his blessings really mean a lot for this event specifically. Thank you to Mr. Tharkar. Sir, you've done an amazing work as the chairman of this council, and really it has transformed the work, the activities of the particular council in the last few years. My heartiest welcome to all the other excellent speakers that have been lined up, to the ASSOCHAM team, and everyone else, ladies and gentlemen. As we step into this new era of sustainability, where it is becoming a very important key to our progress, we are seeing that the need for GEM is just increasing exponentially. I think the pressure that we see, not just from multilateral organizations like and instances like the COP26, but we are seeing pressure from governments, from civil society, and most importantly from our own families and our own children, that they want sustainability as their primary objective as well. Since this is becoming such an important subject, I think the importance that we are going to find for this subject, especially that as the country is looking forward for the growth of towards a $5 trillion economy. And if you see a lot of this economy, the next few years' growth is also going to come through the investment that's going to happen in infrastructure. Almost $1 trillion is being envisioned that is going to be spent, $1.5 trillion will be spent on infrastructure in the next 5-6 years. And that is a tremendous amount of pressure that will put on our environment, because construction is steel, cement, and dust along with it. How can we ensure that this particular growth that will come is not just sustainable, but also ready for the future as we are as we embark on this journey? The challenges would be not only to be sustainable across the value chain. That is not just the company or the organization that is building that infrastructure, but everyone else who's connected to it. How can we reduce emissions in the whole process of construction? How can we make it cost effective? And more importantly, how can we make it inclusive for all the members of society? These will be the challenges that I think all organizations, especially who are in the infrastructure space, in the construction space, will face through in the next definitely the next few years. We are also building an ecosystem along with this for a smart city. So smart cities can only happen if the base of the smart cities start with the right kind of construction, start with the right kind of sustainable mindset. Simultaneously, we are seeing the demand for industrial as well as commercial spaces that are sustainable. For example, in my business, logistics warehouses, the demand for that is increasing. So clearly that ecosystem needs to encompass not just for residential, but all commercial and industrial infrastructure. Clearly, there will be certain needs for this particular sector to grow more and more. The technological advancements that are happening, we would need to embrace that more, as that will only help in sustainable growth. For example, new types of construction, new types of steel, new types of cement, and so on. That will really help the future alignment towards the sustainable goal. And simultaneously, the need for capacity building. There are not enough architects, there are not enough people who understand this subject that well. This is the time that we should be also spending in capacity building for architects, construction companies, and so on. I urge everyone to be a part of this movement, and again, thank the ASSOCHAM team as well as everyone associated to be joining us today here. for this next 3 days and look forward to being part of the other events. Thank you.
Neeraj, I'll just take 30 seconds. I just want to share one experience. And Dagarji, I don't know whether we were able to speak about it, but it's nice that everybody hears this. गाजीपुर का लैंडफिल एक कोलैप्स हुआ था 2017 में. तो दो लड़कों ने उसके बाद एक स्टार्टअप शुरू किया था where they were collecting trash and they were recycling it and segregating and recyclables. So very recently, those two boys named Vihan and Nav have been given the Children's International Peace Prize. So we must congratulate Vineet Agarwal and his wife Priyanka. The young boys make the parents proud, and they have done great job in this space. So on the sustainability activity of this, Vineetji, from our side and to the entire family, a very, very major congratulations to all of you. This is something which we all should be aware of, that the whole family practices it, what they talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Vinitji, I just want to endorse that ASSOCHAM James and the team came up with a special certification for the warehousing segment. And we are very proud that during COVID, we took out another for the healthcare also. And now during this tenure, we are also going to come up with the interior specific. So probably that answers your query on the warehousing segment. We are very seriously looking into this area with your support, sir.
Thank you, Dharkarji. Thank you, Vineet sir, for the very encouraging message. Thank you so much. Now, I would request Mr. Hemant Kumar Ratnamji, Vice President, Prince Pipes and Fittings Limited. And before that, I would request Harish to please run the video, please.
Over to you, Neeraj sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Really wonderful video presentation. So, Mr. Hemant Kumarji, over to you.
Yeah, good morning, and thank you for having us at Prince Pipes. It's a privilege to be associated with institutions like ASSOCHAM doing wonderful work. And I would also congratulate the earlier speakers who have highlighted what is the contribution of GEM to the Indian industry, especially in the area of sustainability. And without much ado, I think I will now like to get into my presentation. As you possibly would know, Prince Pipes and Fitting, by the name itself, you know we make pipes and fittings. And any building, anywhere in the world, you would need a pipe and a fitting. Maybe you could do without a fan or something on an air conditioner, but you could never do without a piping system. And I would like to throw light on exactly what Prince Pipes and Fitting has been doing over the years. It is one of the oldest company in the industry, having been part of this industry for more than 4 decades. We have been part of the Prince Pipes and Fitting has been part of the building industry. And I really thank ASSOCHAM today for providing Prince Pipes and Fitting the opportunity to come and present what we are. And first of all, we do make a lot of piping system using many different kind of polymers. Plastic, but we use polyethylene, we use polypropylene, we use polyvinyl chloride, we use PPR, we use HDP, various technologies in the area of polymers. As and when they become available to us, we are one of the leaders in making use of these polymers to bring in new products, to sustain, and to provide ease of installation. Now, when coming to sustainability, which is the theme of this meeting, PVC, I would rather focus more on PVC because that is more than 80% of our business, and more than 80% of India's building industry uses PVC. Now, PVC piping is one of the world's most sustainable product. It was discovered in the year 1913. And to our great surprise, and to many people who would not be aware of this, the first pipe made out of PVC was in 1933. So we are just shy of 100 years of PVC piping. And what makes it such an ideal material that it has lasted for more than 100 years and it's its long-term use is primarily because it is a very versatile material. It uses much less energy and much fewer resources to manufacture than any of the earlier technologies of the building material. And less energy means less consumption of natural resources. More than half of the raw material used in the production of PVC is provided by salt. Salt, NaCl, common salt, what we talk about, it's a process, which there is virtually unlimited supply. So we are not destroying, or we are not using any resource which cannot be replaced, or resource which can damage the environment. So we are using in PVC manufacture something called salt, which is very commonly available. So also we use very efficient processes to manufacture PVC pipe. And we also transport this material using very less of non-renewable sources than the competing material. PVC pipe manufacturing is extremely efficient, with virtually 100% of PVC compound being used. It is 4 times less energy to make than concrete cement pipes and half that of iron pipes. Given the durable nature of the material, the long life afforded by PVC pipes essentially eliminates the question of disposal. It is 100% recyclable, which means the disposal is not a problem. It can be recycled and reused cyclically, continuously. And with more and more technology being available, how to make better use or salvage the old material, I think this is one of the ideal material where disposal is not a problem and which can be continuously re-evolved and reused. PVC's ecological credential has also been demonstrated by numerous life cycle assessments, which scientifically assess the impact of the product from raw material extraction to the end of life. End of the life is how do you actually dispose of the material once it is served its utility over a period of cycle. PVC, as I said earlier, it is 100% recycled. Many studies have been conducted over the cycle reassessment by carrier of PVC since 1985. The weight of evidence from these studies and the recent changes to PVC credit is the Green Star confirms that PVC's environmental credentials are sound when compared to alternative materials. PVC pipes, as we know, are ultra smooth, surface reduces the pumping cost, and its leak-free joints eliminate water loss, which can be up to 40% in some of the old technology and corrosion-prone piping system. PVC's greatest environmental attribute is perhaps its exceptional durability and corrosion resistance, leading to better water conservation and lower replacement cost and repairs. A study by the very reputed American Water Works Association Research Foundation recently put the life expectancy of PVC at more than 110 years. Its lightweight and ease of installation reduces transportation installation, yielding further benefits to the environment. We at Prince Pipes are very conscious of the environment and what we are going to do and what is our contribution to the reduction and to the sustainability of this universe. All our sites are certified for ISO 14001-2015, which actually certifies environment management system through TÜV Rheinland. We are in the process of IGBC building green certification for our Chennai factory and our Jaipur location. Carbon emission reduced by 5.73% over FY20 to FY21. We are making good use of wind energy at our manufacturing plants, especially the one in Chennai. And we are also in the process of procuring wind energy for our unit in Kolhapur. We are using rooftop solar panels at our factory in Silvassa and Dadra. Our plants in Haridwar and Jaipur are also going in for solar panels to use the non-conventional sources of energy. And our latest plant in Telangana also is under process for installing rooftop solar panels. We are into rainwater harvesting, and we have this system for rainwater harvesting installed in all our plants to improve the ground level, water level. We have STP plants located in all our plants so that we reuse and the treated water for recycling for our gardening and other activities. And we are monitoring the ESG KPI on our plants on a monthly basis. We have also reduced the water utilization ratio over FY20. We are reduced the water consumption by 14.3%. To look at all the activities as a manufacturer of PVC pipes, there's so much to be done and so much we are continuing to do so that we are creating a sustainable environment and also conscious of the environmental issues. You will notice at the ways and means that we are taking to reduce the carbon footprints. We aim to further reduce the water utilization ratio. We are set to lead by example by ensuring that all our future manufacturing and any other activities will focus on sustainability by putting to use the entire knowledge that we have acquired over a long period of time for the benefits of the citizen of this universe. I once again thank all, and especially ASSOCHAM, for allowing us to come and present what Prince Pipes and Fitting. Thank you once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Hemantji. Thank you so much. And definitely, sir, this PVC fittings have, turned the entire history of this plumbing and piping network. So thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful presentation. Now, I would request Ms. Neetu Yadav, Head of Specifier Management, Panasonic Life Solutions India Private Limited, for the presentation. Before that, I would request Harish to please run the video.
Hello. Can we leave? Can I leave now? You. Yeah, I have done it. I hope I will not be called back again in the end of this. I think.
That's really wonderful, very amazing. So over to you, Miss Neetu. Over to you.
Um, Thank you, Neeraj. I would like to thank you all eminent speakers, Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani sir, Pankaj Dharkar sir, Architect Habib Khan, and the members from SOCHAM team. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to discuss on the sustainability. I would request to give me permission to share my screen.
Yes, you have. Perfect. Perfect.
So, with Panasonic, ever since our foundation has been laid, we've been contributing towards the society, and we've been taking our measures against the pollution control since 1970. As Panasonic in Indian market, we are with Panasonic Life Solution established in 1963. More than 3,490 crore business we have done. We have very strong organizational presence, as in terms of 10,000 plus employees, more than like 24,000 retailers are aligned with us. We are market leader in most of the electrical products what we sell. Our product has also got award by Economic Times in 2020-21, and we have also got the Energy Conservation Award by 2020 by Government of India. In 2013, Panasonic Group introduced a brand slogan called Better Life, Better World. We always aim to realize a better life for all our customers, and we promote environmental initiatives for achieving this goal. Additionally, we formulated this environmental vision policy for 2050 in 2017 to achieve a better life and a sustainable global environment. Our aim is to give a society with a clean energy and more comfortable lifestyle. Under this vision, we have developed products, we have developed technologies, we have developed a solution which can create energy and which can also give energy conservation. Our offering from the Panasonic Life solution is to keep in mind health, comfort, energy conservation, and security. Health is to regenerate our lifestyle. Comfort is to be a more relaxed and refreshed for day-to-day activity. Energy conservation has become very important because we have to have a product which has to consume a less energy and has to be more compatible with the current solution. Security, with complete maximum security solution, we can have a peace of mind also. So we have product which caters to all these vertical. A business area, when I mentioned health, we have a product range from air purifier, home appliance, seated shower, electrical WC seat covers. In comfort, you will see we have a complete range in housing solution from modular kitchens, complete home automation and office automation solution, complete lighting control solution. We have done a lot of lighting solution, complete smart street lighting executions as well, like Kalyan Dombivli street solutions, and also Batenda street lights, where we have done around 20,000, 25,000 smart street lighting solution. Indoor air quality, our company believes that the air which we breathe, that is also very important. So we have come up with a lot of important product like exhaust fans, inline exhaust fans, ERV, energy recovery ventilator fans for a comfort solution. And in energy conservation, we have a team which completely take care of the solar energy solutions. We also have electrical vehicle charger solution. We have done a very successful installation for like SpiceJet Chennai. We have done for HRTC Shimla project. We have also installed a product for Ahmedabad Smart City Municipal Corporation for their bus stations. For Statue of Unity, we have done an installation of electrical vehicle chargers. So we are coming up with these kind of solutions which will be more required for a future generation, or you can say for future demand. Smart LED solutions, energy monitoring and saving systems also. And in security, we have a complete electrical solution from switches, switchgear, wire and cables, with complete BMS solution, building management system, sensors, and video door phones. All of our product, most of our Panasonic products falls with the RoHS compliant, which is a restriction of hazardous substances, so which can also suit for any kind of green building requirement. So towards achieving a sustainability in society, we strive and we develop our business through a creation of environmental values. We have taken a various initiatives to address environmental challenges. Like at a factory level, we have done a lot of implementation to reduce CO2 emission through our production activities and also through our offering like product and services. We have also perceived recycling oriented manufacturing. We have conserved water resource solutions through efficient use of water and prevention of contamination. And we have also given a product in the market which have a less impact of chemical substances on human health and on the environment. So our major factory, our major strength, which we have in Haridwar, Daman and Kutch facility. So most of our factory, you will see, as I mentioned, that they have energy management process they are following. And they also have a guidelines of RoHS and REACH compliant product. Coming towards the strength of our factory, we have taken a lot of initiatives to give an eco-conscious factory solution. So we have all the units, the Daman, Haridwar and Kutch unit with ISO 14001 certification, where we are committed towards the sustainable environment. We have also got various awards like the Energy Efficient Award for our Daman factory from CII for improvement in energy conservation activity, reducing 3,025 metric ton of CO2 reduction. And also we have got the certification from CII for Daman and Gujarat unit to reduce the metal waste reduction and plastic waste reduction activity. We also doing various campaign for ensuring a sustainable organization on various days like World Environment Day, World Earth Day, World Energy Conservation Day. We promote most of the activities to like educate our external customer, at the same time our internal employees as well. So we are also doing a lot of corporate social activities in the market. So now coming to the point where we saying that we are taking a green energy very seriously, and we are encouraging this shift internally also in our factories. Like if you'll see, we have put a solar rooftop in all three of our factories in Haridwar, Daman and Kutch with around 15,000 kilowatt till 670 kilowatt in our solar installation. We have also commissioned a lot of state-of-art facility for the solar power projects. So not only the internal customers, the external customers also we have been supporting, and we are doing a lot of big projects. Like we have done a Grow Solar Energy project, where Volatics projects, where we have given the ground-mounted solar panels in Dhule, which has around 7 megawatt capacity, which was also covered by a lot of leading newspapers, that we have come up with this kind of solutions where farmers can utilize their land for farming or for an energy generation. Other state-of-the-art project which we have done as for Fiat India, we have done a rooftop solution. Ludhiana Beverages, some of the references which we can give, and also for the Jaguar company, we have done their Bhiwandi manufacturing unit complete a rooftop solution of 3,050 kilowatt. Coming to the various product which falls under a green building or with the RoHS compliant product, which you can say, we have various variety of wiring devices product, wherein Panasonic switches comes with most of the product comes with the ROHS compliance. We have complete switchgear, Panasonic switchgear with the ROHS compliance certificate, wire with ROHS and reach compliant, and even a LED fixture. So when we say ROHS compliant, we are not only meeting the criteria or the guidelines given by the ROHS. We have a better strict compliance where we are achieving a minimum hazardous, the minimum component of these hazardous substances in our products like lead, cadmium, mercury. You can see we have very controlled value even given by the regulation. Coming to the sustainable building solution, as like sustainability topic we're talking about, we have a product which can give a complete commercial office solution for a sustainable building, which is called a Mirai. So this is a software which supports the current trends of sustainability, where the owner wants to utilize the capital for and they want to optimize the resource, where the owner wants to have a complete digital transformation. The building can collect complete data from their the user experience, and the solution can be given on the basis to optimize the resources of like HVAC and lighting, and better operational efficiency also any company can achieve. So to support this, we have a complete smart building solution where you can or a customer can achieve energy and sustainability goals, where they can have a complete data on from the app they can operate, and on the cloud also they can store complete data as per the user uses, and then the analytical platform gives the chance to do the installation or to do the application at that level. We have a complete connected solution at Mirai, where smart drivers for lighting fixtures, complete controllers modules, smart electrical vehicle chargers, smart street light solutions, smart sensors, smart electrical panels, fire alarm solutions can be given, and solar solutions can be given. So we are also coming up with a lot of new equipments to support this Mirai platform, which is a smart VRF, smart projectors, and smart displays. So it will be a one-stop solution or a one place from a remote where all the functions can be integrated and solutions can be given for a smart building. Like you can see in this architecture as well, where your renewable energies, your HVAC control, your lighting control, fire detection, metering, IPCC solutions, elevators, electrical, sewage treatment, EV charging solutions, and plumbing solutions can be clubbed on one platform. So this particular Mirai solution operates on multiple standards, and even we have a solution which operates on multiple network. But best part is that every functions can be integrated of different network on this Mirai platform. So this will be a complete integrated solution for building management as well. That's all from my side from Panasonic. And like we understand that the humankind is very special, and it is responsible to respect and preserve the energy and nature what we have. And at Panasonic, we have an obligation to maintain and nurture the ecology of our planet. So we are working towards that. Thank you so much.
Wonderful presentation, Neetuji. And on this platform, I would request Shri Hemant Kumarji and Ms. Neetu for ASSOCHAM GEM Green Building certification for your factory buildings and offices. So we will approach you for this. Thank you so much for joining and for your support. Now I would request Anupam Mittalji for his blessings for this mega event. Anupam Mittalji, if you can hear us, please say a few words for the mega event. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, very good afternoon. Very good afternoon. Namaskar, Shri Vineet Agarwal ji, Dr. Hira Nandani ji, Shri Ranjan ji, Habib Khan sahab, Deepak Sood ji, Pankaj Dharkar sahab, Ratnan sahab, or Neetu Yadav. In fact, it's really a wonderful beginning of this conclave. It's really a wonderful beginning. And I'm sure we are going to have a great sessions ahead. Especially lined up today, tomorrow, thereafter. And the best part is we are going to have a physical session after the gap of these worst time, I can say, maybe going out forever now, and seems a good time is going to come. And my lots of blessings to the entire team, like chaired by our Pankaj Dharkar sahab, and very much well coordinated by Neeraj Arora ji. So all the best and looking forward to have you all in coming days and have a wonderful time. Thank you very much, Neeraj ji. Thank you.
Thank you, Anupam sir. I would request Vilas ji for a few words and blessings for this mega event of 5 days. Vilas ji, over to you.
Thank you, Neeraj ji. Good morning, everybody. I think this is really one of the its kind of Association Games 4th International Sustainable Conclave. It's going to be really wonderful. And next 4-5 days, I think we all are going to be work for the sustainability for our own country. Even this afternoon, we have Sustainable Green Building Conclave and collaboration and opportunities. We'll be talking on that. I think Pankaj ji has taken a very good lead role as with along with the other all our chapters chairman. I think we can achieve a good goals as our Niranjan Hiranandani said that what is happening at Delhi right now, if you see the way the atmosphere, the climate change and all. So we all are really concerned about that. We all architects and of course all those are into the sustainability and this green field. One has to think in that way, and we should come out with the very good solutions. How to come out and how to make it livable space for everybody. Thank you and my best wishes to this conclave. Thank you very much, Neeraj ji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. If Tushar ji can hear me, Tushar ji.
Yeah, Neeraj ji.
Yes, sir. Please welcome. We need your blessing, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, all. Good morning, Dr. Niranjan Hirandani, Mr. Vineet Agarwal, our dynamic chairman, Mr. Pankaj Dharkar, Deepak ji, and all my chapter chairmen. I think it is going to be a wonderful, extravagant 3 days of celebrations wherein we are going to celebrate our International Sustainable Conclave. We have got a lot of seminars, a lot of conferences. I think we are going to take home in next 2-3 days. A lot of things, a lot of deliberations will be there, and we will come up with certain conclusions what we have actually deliberated in this conference and conclave. And I think we can submit a synopsis to the entire fraternity, to the green building lovers, so that what are the take homes, we can really understand, we can have good sessions of learning. So I think this is all from my side. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, Tushar ji. We have with us Leena ji from Karnataka and Naveen ji from Chhattisgarh. So I would request Leena ji for the blessings. And I tell you, friends, this mega virtual and physical conclave expo and awards was never possible with the support of our dynamic leaders from various states. So Leena ji, if you can hear us, over to you. Or Naveen ji, if he can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Neeraj ji. My best wishes to all of you people who are working hard to make success this conclave, and we will definitely learn a lot of things about the sustainability during these days. And best wishes to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So Leena ji, if we can hear you. So friends, as mentioned, we are organizing this 5 days mega conclave expo and awards. So first 3 days, starting with 30th, 1st and 2nd. So on 30th, 1st and 2nd, we have a virtual conclave, virtual conferences. Today at 4 p.m. also, we have a special session by GEM Karnataka and Maharashtra chapter. Tomorrow we have 3 sessions, and on 2nd we have 2 virtual sessions. And on 3rd and 4th, we have physical conferences, exhibitions and awards at India Habitat Center. So I would like to welcome you all for these 3 days virtual sessions and as well as the physical session at India Habitat Center. So please do visit, do attend these virtual and physical sessions. Meanwhile, Mr. Ranjan ji has joined us from NIREDCO. Ranjan ji, I know you were in a meeting, and I really appreciate that you have taken some time out and you have joining us from your car, I can see. Sir, we would like to hear from you and need your blessings for the event, sir. First of all, thank you so much that NAREDCO has supported this event. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Neeraj ji, and extremely sorry for joining a little late. Hello.
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Yeah. Extremely sorry for joining a little late, but I will tell you the reason why I was joined late. Because Government of India wants to bring Kashmir ahead of Switzerland in the world map, and MoHUA, Ministry of Housing, as well as J&K, Jammu and Kashmir government, they are hosting a real estate investor summit on 27th December in Jammu, and they want another summit to be hosted in the month of May or June in Kashmir. So, with your kind permission, I appeal all the people who are on the panel as well as who are attending and listening to this event to come to Jammu. So, as an added advantage, what we have included in this summit is that the people who are joining on 27, they can visit Vaishnav Devi Mata either on 26th or 28th. बिकॉज डेवलपर को बोले ना कि कुछ ना कुछ गुड़ लगाए मगर वो कहीं पहुंचता नहीं है, तो हमने बोला कि माता के दर्शन, और माता के दर्शन में कोरोना का जो भी कहर चालू है उसमें बोले कि माता का आशीर्वाद ले लो, जिससे बहुत बढ़िया हो जाएगा. एंड कमिंग बैक टू योर summit, I want to congratulate ASSOCHAM, and I want to assure you our Preeti Singh, who is DDG, who is already there working with you people. So I assure you full support of NAREDCO, entire secretariat as well as entire organization, because you are doing a wonderful job of climate change. Because as we today reaping the benefit of whatever positive things done by our forefathers, the same way we have responsibility towards our children also. So because the children should not, when we are in our old ages or when we are in our grave, the children should not ask us कि अरे पापा ने हमारे लिए क्या किया, वो भी था, वो सब आप लोग ही कंज्यूम कर चले गए, तो that shouldn't happen. So it's a very good initiative, and the first motto agenda when I took over as president was that for my company I took a decision that whatever building we are going to do it, they would be green. But let it be bronze, silver, whatever, but minimum green rating has to be there. The same way I appeal to each and every developer also to do green buildings, and I am going to talk to MoHUA as well as the government to incentivize the developers in, especially today FSI, to everywhere there is tremendous FSI, more than FSI today post RERA. The important aspect in real estate has become is the interest cost. GST is also when you buy the possessions. So to construct the entire building, the interest cost is becoming buildings. Who is our vice chairman also, and he was president. Maksud, Habib, to your entire Senate. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rajanji. Thank you so much. And sir, just to share with you, ASSOCHAM has office in Jammu and Kashmir. So if you need any kind of support in Jammu to organize this conference you are talking about with the Ministry of Housing and Urban, our support will be there, and we can support from Delhi office as well. So please do let us know. We have a real estate council as well. So SOCHM can be a good support, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
So I want two things from you. One,
Yes, sir.
delegates, whoever wants, and whatever your members also wants there. See, it is Jammu and Kashmir. It's a real paradise on earth, because in any state you go, there is not so much potential what is there in Jammu. Jammu, you can do infrastructure, you can do real estate, you can do hospitality, you can do medical, you can do educational, you can do entertainment. मतलब कोई भी इंडस्ट्री वहां पे बाकी नहीं रही है. आप सोचो. Unfortunately, जो भी वहां पे टेरर सिचुएशन है, of course it will calm down, and we are going to launch a program of skilling with government of Jammu and Kashmir. We are going to sign up a MOU for training 10,000 workers. So wherever, whatever we require, I think our DDG Priti Singh is also on this call, and probably I think Rajesh Goyal sir also might be there. So I will request them to get in touch with SOCHM, your office, and we will highly oblige and thank you for extending SOCHM's arm and whatever legacy you people have. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rajanji. I think, as Neeraj said, we all will be with you in such a wonderful endeavor you are going to take for building the nation, and particularly Jammu and Kashmir area. We will be with you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And Rajan Saab, we need your presence on third inaugural. So request you directly from here. We need your physical presence at India Habitat Center on 3rd as well, sir. Thank you, sir. We'll be in touch.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Harish. So you can show the last slide. So friends, our delegates, thank you so much for joining us. Really very excited to see the overwhelming response from our attendees, our delegates. I can see the strength of delegates attending this session. So thank you, eminent speakers, Deepak Sood ji, Niranjan Hiranandani ji, Pankaj Dharkar ji, Vineet Agrawal ji, Ranjan ji, President NAREDCO, Habib Khan Saab, Hemant Kumar ji, Neetu Yadav. Thank you so much for sparing your valuable time and give your blessings to us. We need your physical presence also on 3rd and 4th. So thank you so much. Next slide, please. And friends, as told you, this mega conference was never ever possible without the support of our partners. So I really extend my grateful thanks to all our partners for extending the wonderful support. Thank you, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Ministry of Housing and Urban, Council of Architecture, NAREDCO, National Book Trust for extending the support. Thank you so much. And please do visit us on 3rd and 4th and attend the virtual sessions today, tomorrow, and day after. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Today at 4 o'clock. Today at
4 o'clock also. So at 4 o'clock, we have this another wonderful session, very power-packed session. And friends, this session is being organized by SOCHM's GEM Karnataka and Maharashtra chapter. So galaxy of stars with us, galaxy of speakers with us who will talk. So please join us at 4 o'clock sharp. And thank you so much once again. Thank you. So thank you. Thank you so much. Harish, now please close the session.
Thank you, Neeraj, for organizing it.
Thank you, Rajan Saab.
Thanks
Thank
to
you.
our
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone.